Hi guys and welcome back to Waffle and War with Command Battle Win. I'm Joe and this is Chris.
Hello.
Now we've not got Azza today. He's a bit preoccupied doing what Azza does best, which is his work. so, yeah, in the ways of the world of Warhammer, um, we were just saying there's been a lot of stuff that's been going off, but not a lot of stuff that has been relevant to us in terms of factions. So Leads of Volton, their focus thing has just been out, and then before that, who was it? It was the Adapters Sororitas, the Sisters of Battle, and before that, it was the Chaos Demon. So I know that you've got a Chaos Army, Chris, but it's not
Yeah.
really been overly relevant to us just yet. So there's not an
No.
awful lot to waffle and war about, apart from they've just launched, just landed tactical armor focus kits. So Terminator kit focus, how the new tactical armor dreadnought stacks up. So basically, it's a picture of the sprue and the size in comparison, and that's it. So there's not really anything on there. It just shows you what the plastic crap looks like when you get
But there's
Leviathan.
enough for us. There's enough for us to put a nice clickbait title on it
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
on the waffle. Yeah.
On the waffle, yes, definitely. So your five
On the
sprue,
waffle.
the five sprue Terminators comes packed onto one sprue, onto the sprue. Oh, dude, they're largely
Oh.
push fit.
Oh.
Mm, I don't know
I
how I feel
do
about that.
prefer push. I prefer push fit because I'm lazy.
I you just I like it because generally speaking, it's easy, it's quicker. But my problem is that all the models then look the same. There's no chance that you could just
Yeah.
move an arm. Or actually, saying that you probably could with these guys because the arms aren't push fit. Looking at this sprue, it's just the chest, please, and the legs. So okay, I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. I'm fine with that. Yeah,
So
ignore
you can
that.
do a little bit of. You can pose your models a bit so they can look at like they're a bit slightly different and not all
Yeah, all
the
the
same
same.
four models
Mm.
repeated. Repeated. So I found that with my Death Guard. I found that because I had a lot of the push fit and bought a lot of like the starter set stuff rather than the individually boxed
Yeah,
stuff because
yeah.
it was cheap. When it was the starter set that people were selling half the armies on eBay.
Mm.
So I was buying those. I found and they were easy build push fits,
Yeah.
and which we saw actually with the bloat drone, for example. And then when I bought the one with the flesh mower on it,
Oh yeah, it's it.
for like
Yeah.
the detail difference was just insane.
Yeah. I mean, these Terminators look relatively good, but they're painted up and they've got professional photos. So you know what I mean. You need to have a look at them
Yeah,
properly. I'm still gonna get. Are you still? What are you thinking about Leviathan? Are you getting it?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Mainly for the battle reports,
Yeah.
um, because our fan needs us to keep relevant.
Oh, absolutely. Or one of them.
Yeah, Eddie.
Don't name names, man. Don't name names. They're all fans. If anybody's listening, you're a fan. We love you. We appreciate you.
We
Thanks.
indu- we've inducted you now. You're a fan.
Yes.
Not the anonymous fan.
The anonymous fan who shall not be named.
Actually, I keep saying the fan as if we're not a big channel, but we're massive now.
Oh, we're
And
huge.
we got more than one fan because the latest video that we dropped last week got 300 views in like a day and a half, which for some channels that would be small, but for us that's like exciting and big
It's
time.
huge. I mean, yeah. So we got 320 views in 3 days, and so we're talking about. So if you're listening in the future, we're talking about the Orcs versus Necrons 750 narrative open war sequel sabotage. Sorry. Um.
And that was a very good one that Joe edited because he's done a lot with quite a nice, funny intro. Really, I have to
Yeah.
say it was. I actually quite enjoyed it. I tried to get my wife to watch it, but she won't watch
I chuckled. So I initially wasn't going to do that introduction. So if you don't know what we're talking about, go and check it out just quickly now. Just have a listen. So only the
it. Yeah,
introduction to the video. I wasn't initially going to do that. I was just going to do it from Snazdaka or whatever his name is point of view. Um, but yeah, and then it made me laugh. Same with the little bit at the end as I showed you today. Sorry.
yeah,
It was just little things, tongue in cheek sort of silliness that we like to
yeah.
bring with CBW.
Yeah, I think that's the element of our je ne sais quoi of our channel, really, isn't it?
That we're the funny guys.
We're the ones not taking ourselves too seriously.
We're the idiots that don't know what they're doing and just laugh it off.
Just go along with it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're here for a wild ride, basically.
For a wild ride. Yeah. So yeah, with Leviathan, sorry, are you gonna paint up both the Necrons? Sorry, are you gonna paint up both the
Pyramids.
Tyranids? That's it, and also the Space Marines. What have you thought of?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
What colours are you going?
It'll have to be a red theme, won't it? Because obviously we've all got our assigned colours for the channel.
Yeah, true.
You're blue, I'm red, as it is green. So, which gets a bit tricky with the Death Guard because Death Guard are also green, but they have red cloaks.
Yeah, but you painted them up before we became CBW and before we decided it'd be a good idea to have some designated colours.
That's true. But even so, I'll just stuck with you painting them green because that's the colour scheme for Death Guard.
Absolutely.
But I've always given them a red loincloths and cloaks and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was a happy accident. But yeah, so we were talking Blood Angels, weren't we, for the Ultramarine chapter?
Yes, yeah.
So we were thinking I could have Blood Angels, which would give me the red color scheme that I like, and I'd really want to go for the sort of the look I'd be going for is a bit like your Tech Marine.
Oh yes, yeah.
Because I love your Tech Marine. I
Thanks.
really love the paint job on it.
That's
I hate your Tech Marine because he choked out my Lord of Virulence.
That's Mephiston red. That is the paint scheme for that.
Well, that is the red that I like the colour of.
Yeah.
That does it for me, shall we say? So I think I'll probably paint up. My thoughts are get the box set because it's such good value. You're kind of hard pressed not to.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get it really. Paint them up, and then obviously the Tyranids would have probably red shells, maybe black and red shell.
So if you went with red shells and black body, then that's the colour of High Fleet Kronos.
Well, there we are. Then we have a High Fleet Kronos army.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what would be awesome? A battle report of Tyranids versus Tyranids. That would be crazy.
Yeah, from factions maybe. Yeah, we can. So, and that's the thing. If we've got the box set, we've got both the armies because people are going to be very interested in, and it is completely pandering for views. But people are going to be interested in seeing battle reports.
Yeah, they're going to want to see
the
models.
New armies.
Yeah.
And they're going to want to see any if 10th have any sort of the missions or whatever, because I know in our core rule books now, people are going to want to see those missions being done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if we're going to be sellouts and sell ourselves for the views, we've got to actually have the goods to be able to do it, because we kind of missed that with boarding actions because we haven't got the terrain to do it. I mean, all the rules.
we don't want to sell our souls to the devil for views. We want to sell our souls to the viewers to give them the content that they want and most really deserve from
but
us.
We absolutely would sell our souls in a heartbeat for free stuff, because we really do like free stuff.
We do like free stuff. Food, models, food, electricity, favors of a sexual and what?
Oh dear.
Anyway,
that's awkward. What?
So swiftly moving on.
So if anyone knows of anything free, let us know.
Yeah, we do like a free. Hey, my new magnets have arrived today. I'm very excited.
What new magnets would these be?
The neodymium, is that right? Neodymium,
right,
something.
And what do they do?
Well, they're magnets, dude. They.
Yeah, but are they for building metal, or sticking on a rope and chucking in a canal?
So they're for sticking on a rope, chucking in a canal. No, that I'd do that. That sounds magnet fishing is fun. I've seen videos. Anyway, I'd do that. It's for sticking on the bottom of some of my models.
How big
So
are we talking? Because
so
I made this mistake with my poxwalkers.
you'll be surprised. So normally, what I used to do, and I don't know why, I would get 10mm by 1mm magnets, and then I would have to stick two of them together to get it to stick. So this time, I'm play clever. I'm gonna get 10mm by 2mm magnets, so I can not waste my money.
And they're not too strong.
I don't know. I've not used them yet. They're currently stuck to my lamp at the top of me. They look quite strong, but I don't care as long as they because I've got some big models, some big Tyranid models. And
You have.
yeah, which have been still primed, still ready to be painted. I don't know what I've just finished the champion. Literally, I finished him yesterday, and I don't know if you. Yeah, I did show you. Did you notice the Necron head on the bottom?
No.
Oh my god! Right, you guys aren't gonna be able to see this, but I'm gonna send you a picture of it now on WhatsApp, and you'll notice that there is. I don't know if Necrons have blood, but I kind of gave it sort of like there's blood coming out of it. So I used blue and grey. Let me see if I can get a better picture because it's a rubbish picture.
A bit like fluid. It's
Yes, yeah.
the Necron's circulatory fluid, shall we call it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that's the thing, but we'll make it up now.
Yeah, why not? So the Necron circulatory fluid, he's been shot in the head, and then my guys just proudly stood over him.
I guess you didn't reanimate them.
No, he failed. He also didn't walk back to the mothership.
Translocate.
That's the one, translocate. Yeah, yeah. But so yeah, so after him, I don't know what to paint next. So I've got my the Invader AVT, the Primaris, you know, the go kart that I'm toying with painting. I've either got that. I've got some, what are they called? Blade Guard veteran. You know, the guys with the shields and the swords that I bought.
Yeah.
With custom printed heads and shields. So I'm tempted to do them, or I might just put a pin in them and paint up a big Tyranid. My flyer, maybe.
What are you most excited to paint?
All of them.
that is your answer, my friend. Forget sleep.
Oh, I could do with I could do with I could do with some sleep, but I could do with like a week of not coming out of this conservatory and oh, you mean boy, you'd love that. Coming out of this conservatory and then just basically painting, blitzing the hell out of everything.
Yeah, I could do with sort of a week off work and life.
Yeah, yeah.
Just focus on everything.
Yeah.
However, unfortunately, life doesn't work out that way.
No.
We have commitments.
We have children.
Work
we
and
have work.
otherwise.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. And unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, I mean, I wouldn't change it, but it does mean that we have runs where we've got a fair bit of availability to do stuff, and then we just have weeks like we're going through at the minute where our diaries just don't look quite line up properly.
Yeah, I mean, our last few we've managed to probably month we've chucked in a load of Warhammer hours, like painting and playing and editing, and then I mean that's been great because we did like 3 battle reports in a month, and then you painted up a load of chaos. I painted up. No, I didn't. I edited a video. Plus, we've been doing doing the music stuff for the channel, for new background music and we're trying new things with our video editing sort of journey.
And we've rebranded our logos.
Yeah, rebranded. So we're slowly, and we've had a very positive, real 4 weeks, and now it's just everything's ground to halt. Life's caught up with us, jobs, family, everything's caught up with us. And we've just not been able to do as much as we want to, which is fine.
Which is why Az is not present tonight because his work commitments.
Yep, he's too busy not wanting to talk to us. No,
too busy being too important.
Too busy.
Job.
Yeah, too important, not wanting to talk to us. Typical.
How dare he.
we're planning on hopefully next month having a full day of filming and playing.
Yeah,
Um,
that's definitely in the works.
yeah, so it's okay to, and we've said this before. The three of us go through phases where we binge play, binge eat, and binge repeat
Yeah,
and
sort of
paint.
fall down the Warhammer well.
Yeah, and then
Right. Yeah.
I think we probably burn ourselves out a little bit.
Yeah. We just come out back out of it a little bit,
Yeah, yeah,
focus on other things, and then back up again. But that would be why for those newer subscribers, if they're wondering why we're not like the professional setup people that have a set day and time that they release a video without fail. We're not built that way. We're sort of a bit more hit and miss.
yeah, yeah. Well,
We're,
we've got the
that,
waffle and war, which is something that keeps the YouTube algorithm happy, and
yeah,
it's a designated point in the week. Well, the idea was so we would designate an hour, maybe 2 hours, so we can all sit down, get together, have a chat, paint, and but again, things get in the way, and we're not always able to do that.
yeah,
But we
and
try.
that's yeah, and really we set that about because it's a bit because we're not all in the same room
No,
doing this waffle and war. We're all doing it from our homes.
as you can
So, which is why you
probably
get that
tell,
awkward thing when person speaks
like there,
and cut,
like now,
yeah, and cuts
right
to the
now.
person, and then you have to pause and wait and see who's going to speak. It's because we can't see each other, but
Yeah,
it meant that whatever's going on, life, work commitments, that sort of stuff. On the whole, we've been able to log in and just dedicate that time
yeah.
without having to go through a whole thing of making sure like that childcare is sorted to make sure that we actually can physically be away from you know um, partners and stuff. Their working shifts. So
So basically,
th-
what we're
this
saying,
helps.
our advice to anybody that is young and listening is get your Warhammer in and paint it as quickly as possible before life catches up with you.
Yeah, make sure you've got a decent arm that you can just go with and not need to keep.
Yeah, yeah.
And we are going to have to do something about Narrative Crusade.
Go on then, I'm listening.
But they've dropped down the virtual gauntlet a number of times, and we've not responded yet.
I again because we're struggling to get our own diaries in together,
Yeah, it's hard to actually then
which
arrange
is
something. They are based close to us
they
though,
are like
so
they are like 10 minutes away from
doorstep.
me,
Yeah.
like 10,
In
20
fact,
minutes away.
my current job, I actually work in that area. So
Yeah. Pop in,
yeah,
have a quick roll. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
roll a
that.
few dice on my lunch break. It'll be a battle reporting series. So we are planning on making content. If you're listening now, Narrative Crusades. We will
Yes.
be making contact, and hopefully we'll do it so they film one, we film one, maybe.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be good.
Yeah. So if you are listening, don't worry. We are going to come in there, play you.
Yes, we would like to. They're currently running a competition at the moment.
They are. I have done my liking and my sharing and my commenting.
Yes, I have also done that too. That sounds very
They,
fake, but I have 100%.
yeah. So have I because they've got an awesome giveaway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what what is it? It's a what's it called?
It's a
It's
warhound.
a warhound. So you
Warhound.
may as well, just in case any of our listener is interested. To like what I did there, listen there.
Yeah, yeah, listener.
um,
If you want
so
another model.
if you want another model, yeah. So basically, head over to the Narrative Crusades guys. If they get to 2,000 subscribers and you subscribe and you like their post, then you get an entry into their prize draw to get a free Warhound. And if you go on to one of the other videos and say which one your favourite one is, you get an additional entry as well.
But make sure that Command Battle Win, you say that Command Battle Win has sent you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
make
them know that
sure.
we are
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, we want to be their friends. Because I
We want to collaborate with as many different YouTube channels as possible.
well, I've watched a fair few of their videos and they've got some awesome tabletops. So I'd like to like to play and have a go
They've
and
got an
have a look.
impressive set of terrain and stuff. I think
Yeah,
they've clearly been in the hobby longer than we have.
hell of a lot
Um,
longer. Yeah,
so yeah, I have to say they've got an impressive setup. And so yeah, kudos to them. And
absolutely.
they're doing boarding actions, so it would be cool if they could introduce us to the world of boarding actions, just see what all the
Yeah,
fuss is about.
see what all this fuss is about. They so going back when you said narrative crusade, I thought you were talking about because Games Workshop put out something about Crusade this week, wasn't it? I think it was. Yeah, it was yesterday.
And we have been doing a lot of Crusade stuff.
Mm.
Although I'm going off Crusade slightly because it's too many rules. So
Yeah,
it will be interesting to see if they streamlined it a bit for 10th.
it looks that way, if I'm honest,
Yeah,
in terms of rules. But yeah, and we need a proper the booklet to have a look through. Really.
yeah. I know for sure that when we get the rule book, we are going to need to block out an entire day where we can actually just sit down and digest it,
Yeah,
and then we'll make our video explaining to everyone what's going on in the 10th, 10th edition,
yeah, definitely.
as if we're some kind of experts.
Absolutely. We know 110%. We know exactly what's happening all the time when we play Warhammer. I mean, we don't. That's a lie.
Yes, 110%. Right. Okay.
So yeah, the Crusade thing that they've posted, it talks about Crusade blessing. So if you're the underpowered opponent, you get a Crusade blessing that does something. And then they've made where is it? They've made the battle scars. I think they've made them basically either you subtract one from objective secure, or you do something in another battle shop. I think they've scrapped a lot of what we did in ninth in terms of extra
Okay.
rules. Don't know.
That that's kind of good. I'm quite looking forward to seeing that because Crusades for me it started off really fun
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it was a bit more streamlined with the rules, and then as we got the upgrades, which we were desperate to get, it then became a bit of a curse
yeah.
because it was kind of a lot of different rules, extra rules, and the program that the app that we used, um, which I don't know if we're mentioning or not,
Oh, battle
did
scribe. Yeah.
Battle Scribe. They didn't seem to have the ability for us to add in those
No,
additional
but that's because
expenditures.
the gentleman that created Battle Scribe is a lazy shit, and he basically created the program, then fucked off, and has never updated it. Apart from when his credit card it got took down because his credit card details were incorrect or something like that, and so he wasn't getting any revenue from the app or the subscription cost. And then he's just had to post another update because the new Androids updates have rendered his app useless. So he's then had to go back and edit it. So if I'm honest, um,
So
I
he's
I'm
declaring war with Battle Scribe.
I'm quite happy to go over to Games Workshop when that one comes out because I know, but it's going to do the job. Apparently, it's the current edition is quite good. So I was reading on Reddit, it's got a bad press because the launch was crap, but apparently it's much better now. It's more stable, it works, and they're implementing a lot more stuff. And somebody put that they've had access to the beta 10th or the alpha 10th edition one, pinch of salt, obviously, and it's completely different. It's much better, much more in line with Battlescribe. Um, so I'm more than likely going to stop using Battle Scribing and move over either to what was it that I've got on my phone? I can't remember what it's called now. Forces, I think it's called, something like that. In fact, I've got them on. I joined their Discord server. Where's my Discord gone? There. I think it's just called Forces. Yeah, Forces. Which you can export your Battle Scribe and then import into that. Or there's Beautify, I think it's called, which makes Battle Scribe rosters look really really nice and look like 10th edition. So to get used to that a little bit, I might do that. What was it called? Fancy Scribe. It's called Fancy Scribe.
Okay, so yep, you've completely declared war on Battle Scribe. Great.
Well, they don't give a shit about the community. It's just all, yeah. The community battle scribe people, so the people that are doing all the hard work, that are putting all this effort in to keep the app alive, they're getting nothing from it. But
They're
the
doing it
guy,
for the love of the game.
yeah, the guy that created the app, or the platform in which the app runs from, and all that stuff, he's reaping the benefits, and the community that are putting all their hard work into it are essentially getting nothing. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Unless there's a huge big conspiracy, and the gentleman that works that created Battlescribe has actually been employed by Games Workshop to create a battle app than the Games Workshop one. Either way.
It'd be awkward if he still works for the Games Workshop and just never told them that he was the creator.
What? And well, it would be really awkward if he was working for Games Workshop and secretly sabotaging their app to make his app more popular.
Now we can get the foil hat out.
Yeah, foil hat. Yeah, I don't know. Battlescribe served its purpose, but unfortunately, it's not kept up with the current movement. It's not kept up with what we needed it to do, which was its biggest downfall. Was Crusade? We needed it for Crusade, and they just didn't bother with that.
Yeah.
It's just not accommodated ninth at all. Yeah, apart from the community doing a great job keeping the rules up to date. Yeah, I mean, our last Waffle and Wall, me and Azza spoke about it, and Azza was saying the same thing. He preferred Warpedia over because of the way that it looks. Yeah. But
yeah, and as built his own database as well, didn't he?
he did, yeah.
He's more computery than we are.
Yeah, he typed painfully. Took him a long time. Put it all into a spreadsheet, and then added all the relevant stuff that you do in Excel, which I'm not very good at Excel. I'm not very good at it. And then he added in pictures and stuff like that of his models,
which allowed him to sort of then put everything as tabs, so
yeah.
which is easier to navigate rather than rifling through pages.
Well, see, this is what I'm thinking. You could use with the tablets, because obviously we use tablets quite a bit, but you could use Warpedia, create your battle roster, and then just open the tabs up in Warpedia. The only problem is it doesn't deduct the weapons and stuff like that. But anyway, I shall, moving forward, I shall be using Battlescribe to build my roster, exporting it and putting it through Fancy Scribe, and then making it look. It's a bit like Buttscribe. If anybody used that, anybody listening, that makes you subscribe your roster look better.
Fair enough. I've sent you some cheeky pictures.
I'm just looking at them. When the hell did you paint all of that up?
Well, when I was saying I've got no motivation to do anything, I'll pick a paintbrush. Do you know, it's been sat on my desk, so I've kind of just done literally like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, very little at a time.
I like the texture paint on the ramp at the back. That looks good.
Yeah, so that's not actually texture paint. That's the Raza Rust again.
What? As in the new stuff that you bought?
Yeah.
That's not Raza Rust, is it?
No, that's not Raza Rust. You're right.
No, that's
It's
the Games
Dirty
Workshop.
Down Rust. Yeah, sorry. The Dirty Down Rust one to give the rust effect, which some people think is cheating, but it's come up quite nicely. So
hey, you've done some cheeky highlighting as well. I've just noticed.
What with the blue?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I've been going around, so it's not that far off being done, I don't think.
No, my only suggestion would be to go over your bronze pipes.
Yeah,
because bronze is crap paint.
And awkwardly, that's gold.
Okay, well, go over it again. It looks like bronze on my camera.
Yeah, gotta go. I need to go over it, and then I've got to put a wash on it, and then I've got to do highlights. So I've still got a ways to go on that respect. And so the top of the tank is the doors.
Oh,
so
yes,
I need to make those more weathered and dirty, because the doors and the back. I've not sent you a picture of with the thing closed. So I'll quickly send you one of those with the back sort of drop down. So anyone who's wondering, because I've not actually said, so I bought a Chaos Rhino, and I've been painting it up to add to my Chaos Army. But
That you
I
weren't
also,
that you weren't going mad over. You were only getting a few models.
yeah, I was just getting enough for a 500-point game, you know.
1,000 points later.
Yeah, it's famous last words, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
I'll just get enough to just run a quick combat patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's never such a quick thing because you know you play a game and then you go, well, if I had this model, so the back trapdoor thing is also Death Guard. So what I've done is the doors on the top of the Rhino and to the back of the Rhino, I've basically painted those up as Death Guard colours
Yeah.
on a Chaos Rhino. Now it looks a bit contrasty, but I want it to because I want it to look like it's been repaired with some Death Guard stuff,
Mm.
and that way I can use it my Death Guard army or my Chaos army.
Where is that a Death Guard logo on the back you've put?
It is, yeah,
Oh, very nice. It's a shame you can't get
yeah.
some Death Guard transfers because they don't do them, do they?
They don't. I have got some transfers for a few other Chaos factions, but Death Guard don't seem to have transfers.
No. It's a shame because it would look cool to have the same logo on the top, that but obviously
Yeah,
painted on sort of look.
I did think that. I'll have a look through, see if there's any other Death Guardy looking icon because they're all just like little armor plates. There's loads of different ones that you can get
Yeah.
that come in the box because obviously the Chaos Rhino can be used for different factions. So there's all the different ones. So I can have a look, see if there's another Death Guard
Do you know?
icon to put on top.
Do you know where I was half expecting you to paint green? I can't. I don't know how to explain
Go
it,
on.
but I'll send you a picture of it. 1 second. Hang on. Hang
Was
on.
it the front?
Just that bit just across there. So for those listening, the bit above,
Yeah.
if you know the Rhino, the grid, there's like a indent before the window parts. So I was half
Yeah.
expecting you to paint that green. Don't know why.
I could still do that. That wouldn't be a bad shout.
No, your model, mate. You do whatever the hell you want with it.
Whatever I feel looks best.
Yeah,
I hear you.
absolutely.
So it's but it doesn't need. I don't think I need to go completely crazy on it. I think with the Rhino, I think less is probably more.
Mm,
So I think a lot of edge highlighting.
yeah,
I don't need. I don't think I need to overdo it by putting loads and loads of gold in. I think the
yeah.
gold. Yeah, I think what I've got is probably just the right amount.
I would say so too. Yeah, definitely. Are you paint?
What I
Have you?
might do
Yeah,
is post some of these pictures on my Instagram account, CBW_Chris,
nice,
or
nice.
Chris_CBW. I forget
CBW
which one.
underscore Chris.
Okay, CBW_Chris. If I post it to my Instagram account tonight, then when someone's listening to this podcast, they can go on to my Instagram and have a look at the Rhino pictures so they can follow along that conversation.
Clever. Now, my second question of the evening, Christopher,
Yeah.
are the spikes on the front? Are you going to do the same as you did with your flesh mower? As
Oh,
in
what? Make them a bit more rusty and then
blood
put
and.
all the blood effect on.
Mm,
I may do actually. Yeah. Why not? Why not?
I think you should.
Keep it all on brand.
Although I'm not very convinced by the Imperial logo on the front.
It's it's actually, if you zoom in on it, it's got a skull
Skull in the
right
middle,
in the
yeah,
middle.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's been chaosified
I don't know,
by the
man.
looks of it.
Majority of Space Marines have got skulls on them as well. To argue, are they the bad guys as well?
Well,
Bad guys running around with skulls on.
maybe. I mean, they all just started off from the same
Yeah.
side, didn't they? And then they broke off. So it would make sense that they may have some lingering iconography hanging around.
Something like that, yeah. No, I'm only joking. No, I understand. I think it's quite cool the fact that there's a little bit of a homage. Homage, is that the word? To their roots. You know,
Yeah,
we've nicked their technology and we've made it our own by sticking
yeah,
spikes on it. I like
exactly.
it. It's good.
So I am looking forward to playing my chaos. We need to get together for an informal game so I can
We do.
play my not fully painted chaos army.
Yeah, because we don't
I think
have.
that will help motivate me to paint some more chaos up.
Yeah, we don't have unpainted models on our channel.
Not if we can help it. We
Not if
have
we can help it.
occasionally, but
I don't think we've got any
we
videos though, have we?
yeah, we I think one of the orc ones
Oh,
recently we kind of went with, well, we've got to play them, otherwise we won't
well,
get a ninth game in with them.
they're battle ready. They're battle ready, so
Yeah,
that's okay. But we've
but
never
and I
played
know
with Grey.
I've bought, no, never grey, but I've
Hmm.
bought some based just sprayed black
Yeah,
and played them in a couple of stuff when we've not had time.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning now.
Local
It's not.
games is fine.
I was about to say it's not even late, then I looked and it's well past my bedtime.
It's yeah. I'm feeling it a little bit tonight. To be fair, I'm quite tired.
How long have we been doing a bit of waffling for? I mean, we started late.
35 minutes.
Ah, a short one tonight, I think.
Yeah, we'll start tying things up. Um, I haven't really got anything else to talk about, to be fair, because it's not really an awful lot to talk about.
No, we're kind of just waffling really because we're not as
Wow.
interested with the latest releases.
Well, that's the point of Waffle and War, isn't it? We just wafflers and we war.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's a question. So there's a Q&A that for 10th edition that I've missed. So I'm not going to read all of it, but is this a totally new edition? Basically, it's a complete revision of the game rules that we all know and love. And they've rewritten every single element from the base up. All new rules, completely new rules. Scrap everything that you remember of your previous models because it's completely new. And then, will it be quicker? We've listened to the feedback. Basically, yes, 10th edition games should be quicker. Is it easy to get into the game? Yes, apparently. Are the combat.
Definitely is easy to get into the game because they know exactly what they're doing
Yeah,
with their marketing strategies. They
definitely.
draw you in, and the next thing you know, you're £1,000 in.
Thousand
You're
pound.
holding
That's
your
cheap,
three
dude.
new models.
So the other question is how are combat patrols balanced? So this is you basically get the box and you play that box, and everything in that box is what you need to play that army. Done. Um,
Yeah.
Basically, yes, they're balanced. Design. So how have the Warhammer Studios design managed to balance different boxes against each other? Um, Basically they've been doing it for a while. I think they've been play testing the start box, if I'm honest, since 9th edition and collecting their data over the years. Will my collection and codex be compatible? Yes, your minis are not going anywhere. Rest assured, you won't be wanting for options in the new edition. Are the universal special rules returning? Yes. So no more will, and we think we spoke about this before, but no more will you have different sayings for the same abilities like deep strike, death from above, death from below, teleport, strike, deep strike. It's all just deep strike and feel no pain. Do vehicles and monster profiles degrade more or less? Though the mechanics have been streamlined, this I prefer. So the stats don't get worse. Basically now, all that happens is
Okay.
when you hit a certain health, your ballistic skill or your weapon skill gets reduced by one. That's it, done.
Good.
I prefer that. What is OC? So that's objective control. We know that. And where can I get the new box set? From their website. There we go. So that's the FAQs that everybody was desperately wanting to know from the 24th of March that I completely missed. There you go.
Nice. Well, we're caught up now, so that's the main thing.
Yeah. And then just ignore the rest. In fact, if you're listening, when when not Indomitus, when Leviathan drops, don't buy it, so we can.
I hear it sucks.
Yeah,
You should
terrible.
definitely not run out and buy it straight
No,
away.
no, unless you want to gift it us.
Yeah, in which case, get to that bloody shop.
Definitely, right now, go and wait. So
We
if
like free stuff, remember?
if anybody is interested, so the faction focus on the Games Workshop community is Space Marines, Tyranids, Chaos Space Marines, Necrons, Astra Militarum, Chaos Demons, Adaptus Satarius, or Battles of Sister, and Leagues of Volton, and then next up is World Eaters. So, yeah, if you collect any of those armies and want to know what's happening in 10th, have a little look on there. It's quite interesting. I'm excited for 10th. I don't know if you guys are listening, but I'm excited. I don't know if you are, Chris. I'm excited.
I'm getting there. It's building as a slow rumble.
Yeah, I think this is probably why we're trailing off a little bit as well, if I'm honest, because we know the
Yeah, I
impending
think
doom
so. Because
is coming.
yeah, it's kind of like why bother putting too much effort into ninth
Yeah,
when we know 10th is just around the corner. So I think there probably is that pause. It's probably just as knowing that we're going to go. We're going to be putting a lot of effort into trying to keep up to date with the
yeah,
10th releases.
yes,
Because a lot of
definitely.
the time we haven't. You know, we've been slow to the party,
Speak for
which is
yourself, but
fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but we were like we're not done boarding actions. But when we started looking into Crusade, we missed the hype wave with it. So yeah, I think, but this time we want to keep up to date and to help create the content of it
Yeah, yeah,
as well. You know, and put some content out at the relevant times.
and
So
enjoy
I think this,
ourselves.
yeah. Well, I mean, we've always said if we stop enjoying it, then if we're not enjoying creating the content, then we'll just stop.
Yeah.
We're not trying to build a career out of this.
No, no, this is purely entertainment and fun.
Just for fun, and really, the YouTube side of things and editing the videos, it's just another aspect of the hobby really for us.
Yeah, yeah,
Learning the skills. I mean, I've quite enjoyed learning about editing.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
and
figuring things out like how to add text.
yeah.
Simple tricks that people are probably thinking, "Oh, God, it's not that hard," but you know, for me, it was tricky.
Yeah, well, if you've been sat down at Premiere and not know what to do, it's really daunting. Daunting. It's
Yeah,
really overwhelming. It's just so, and it's if I'm perfectly honest, I don't think it's the best. The way, yeah, I don't particularly like the way. I mean, we're going off subject, and we were tying up, but I don't like the way that you've got different windows for different things. Like, yeah,
yeah,
it annoys me that you've got to click on go onto a different screen just to edit the audio, and then yeah,
yeah.
I don't particularly like it, to be fair. But I know how to use it, and I've paid for it, and I can't get out of it now.
You can't get out of it.
Yeah, but I have to pay for the rest of the subscription.
What? I thought it just rolls over now.
No, no, you
What? It renews to tie you in for another year.
yeah.
Ah, damn.
So we're using it. We're
Yeah,
paying for it.
we
We
are.
might as well use it.
We're tied in. If my wife is randomly listening to this, don't worry. Joe's paying for my subscription. And if your wife is listening to this, don't worry, I'm paying for Joe's subscription. We fooled them, Joe.
What? Actually, I thought Azza was paying for it, and if Azza's is listening, then
Dave,
Dave's paying for it.
Dave, you pay for it. No,
Dave's paying for it. Yeah.
Dave's paying for it. Who's Dave?
Don't know. Oh, we do know a Dave. He's
Do
at
we?
yeah. He's one of our fans on YouTube. Remember? You gave a shout out
Oh,
to him
yes,
once.
yes,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
I remember. Yes, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
we randomly named that our fan
Yeah.
Dave.
We called him Dave because we didn't know what
Yep.
his name was, and we have no clue who
Yeah.
he is, and we've never met him before in our life.
So shout out to Dave.
And Eddie.
I hope I hope you're still here with us with the journey. Eddie, don't be a stranger.
Oh,
Come be part of our live studio audience.
yes. Well, he said that he would like to come down and watch us play, so we'll
Yeah,
arrange
but
something.
not Warhammer, right?
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't watch us do Warhammer. He just wants to watch us play.
Giggity.
Anyway, giggly.
Yeah.
Right. Let's let's shut up and let's go.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go off to sleep.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. Like, subscribe,
Tell your
and
mums.
tell your mums. Do all the things you're supposed to. Go to Instagram and go to cbw underscore Joe underscore Chris underscore as a like us and all of that rubbish. And also to the 80, I think it's 80 something percentage of people that watch our videos that don't subscribe, please subscribe. It helps the channel grow naturally.
Yeah, one day we might be able to get monetized and earn 5 pence.
Yes, woohoo!
Woohoo!
Oh. So I've just seen Auspex Tactics has just posted a video about the massive.
Have we stopped recording?
No. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
The massive rule changes for the Leagues of Oldtown, and they've lost loads of abilities. Haha, they've been nerfed. Anyway, bye.
Bye.